The anthem of the home side rings out as the first lineup, the first 11 named by Setien, which we will take you through in just a few moments.
Meant a lot to them. Their priority is still making sure that they...
Lineup named by Quique Setien, Ter Stegen in goal, Jordi Alba, Titi back in the starting lineup, Piqué, Sergio Roberto, the back four with Arturo Vidal, Busquets and Rakitic, looking Puig as well, a player that Setien... under 21 international, former Portuguese under 21 international Rui Silva. Going forward, Carlos Fernandes. So Roberto have scored 34 goals, Terry, and that is some record.
It's over twice ability, and if Barcelona are not at this moment in time playing as a
for this one, Luis Suarez, of course, out for at least back to the fullback. Ansu Fati making the run in the centre, but Duarte, the goal scores in that 2-0 win for Granada. Here's Messi. City once more closed down by Carlos Fernandes. This time, number 17 went on to receive it, but it deflects. Griezmann. Pass from into the feet of Ansu Fati, into the area now, looking to line up a shot, and it's a save from Rui Silva. Still the ball not completely clear. Arturo Vidal over the bar, but the referee's whistle brings that move to a close with the first real opportunity of the game, and it goes to the 17-year-old
in the wing, on the wing position. That's the position.
Lays it out wide to the Venezuelan Darwin Machis. There is the visitors. Machis onto the ball as the free kick was taken quickly. Piqué there. He actually attempt 24 pass, slides it into the centre. Ansu Fati with a second opportunity. And this time he prods it up and over the frame of Rui Silva's goal, but another opportunity for the home side.
Yep, good spell of possession.
Darwin Machis pursuing the Argentinian, puts the challenge in.
The change in style in just a few days.
Keeping Granada guessing, but it will be Messi who lifts it up and over the wall. Rui Silva just checking his angles. A sigh of relief from the Granada custodian, as that one was perhaps half a metre over the cross.
As opposed to a back four, because the fullbacks are so high up there.
Here is Darwin Machis, but look who's back there in the who turns and starts running towards the Granada area, but runs into... There's a useful flick on though. Ramon Assis not able to bring it under first game under Setien.
And can continue to play for the next couple of months.
The campaign, Jordi Alba also had quite a stint out. Messi bustling his way through the Granada rearguard and looking to get a shot on target. It was Victor Diaz who threw himself in the way of that effort. Messi picks up the rebound, finds Arturo Vidal, who finds space for a shot. But in the end, it rolls into their first point ever against the Blaugrana on our side. Ball into the centre, Messi just unable to control, and see into the feet of Griezmann. Receives it, Griezmann and Messi as that ball is played for now. Jordi Alba across the face of goal, and Ansu Fati. Now it's Messi trying to steer himself away from Fulquier, no foul. Or Messi does have a ball back, and Messi it was who continued to battle away.
And we see Alba getting into that position.
This time it's...
You can see from his frustration if it beats.
Of course, won yesterday. They sit on 43 points, both of. Has also been the only two times that he's completed.
Occasion. Ansu Fati goes through the mid
and pick up the rebound, and he will go for goal from distance. Marc-Andre Ter Stegen with the dramatic dive, just to ensure that it was going as far wide as it back. There's a ball into the centre. Messi finds Rakitic. Ansu back into the path of Sergio Roberto, comes across, and Sergio Busquets in the end makes the down the right inside the area, looks to roll it across the face of goal. Jordi Alba down on the ground, continuing to play on, much to the disgruntlement of the...
He's holding his shin.
Straight to Jimenez Sanchez in an advanced position. Pass forward.
Possession.
Here's Ansu looking to make some of that possession count as he slides it into the near post. Jimenez Sanchez played it safe, took the touch, knocked it behind, and it will be another corner to Barca. Born in Guinea-Bissau, came over at a very young age to sign for Sevilla's U team. Antoine Griezmann, Jordi Alba on the overlap, looking to put in another. Sergio Roberto now, Busquets with a rare long-range attempt, and This threaded ball, goalkeeper decides to stay at home. Ansu into the area, will look to try and square it. But it was Herman Sanchez sliding in, and the ball just dropping. Busquets up and over the top for Messi, who managed to get himself between Pio. Carlos Fernandez already on the run, but the numbers has some space. And there's Lionel Messi, and it's wide of the mark. There was a cheer from this near side of the ground. They thought it was in, but it was perhaps half a metre wide. But no, but
it's just about the importance. That's where he's done his
Betis. He took over after the club had finished
biggest and most important football clubs in the world. It's a fantastic.
Laid out wide to Alvaro Badillo. It's on this near side, who drills it into the area. They attempted a few moments, but it is a bright start from Granada. They are
third of the pitch, so I imagine Diego Martinez might go for a little bit.
It back to the number 10. It's Messi who strikes, and it's just wide. Ball bouncing. Rui Silva was across, but just as in the first half, half a metre off target. Nothing, and there's a ball in behind Ansu Fati. Perhaps
defensive line, but because of the
Gonalons, very that really narrow defensive unit as Rakitic strikes. An ooh from the crowd, but that one slightly further away than Messi's opportunity a few moments ago.
Yeah, and Barcelona determined to still go through the middle. The clear pass was
alongside him back into the path of Vidal
at the far post.
As we just see that half chance.
It still makes up the ground quite comfortably, not running at full.
Messi, now Rakitic tries to play. Victor Diaz will.
Managers have had to deal with over the years. It was
a very familiar run towards the edge of the area, but runs into Sarabia. Deep in conversation. Completes the 1-2, looks for Messi, but it's played. A lot of expectations on him. Off on a run. Tries to clip it back into the centre, and he played
frustrations from the.
Perhaps an opportunity.
His arm is.
It took a deflection somewhere en route and ends up being a corner. Yanateki did indeed do that, but wasn't seeing the corner flag there. Just how windy it is as that's played into the wide left. There's a short ball. And Alvaro Badillo is able to win Machis by Yangel Herrera, and indeed Machis. Flicked forward, Vidal, Messi in the centre, there it is, passing it into the goal. 75 and a half minutes played, and finally we have the breakthrough here in Camp Nou, and it's Messi from 12 yards out, and it's 1-0 to Barcelona.
And it's with their persistence in going.
Hey guys, welcome to BVM Rasta TV channel. In this video we bring a list of 5 most improved players in Europe this season. Let's start with Serge Gnabry. Just 3 years ago, Gnabry's career was in tatters following a dreadful loan spell at West Brom. He only made 3 appearances before head coach Tony Pulis sent him back to Arsenal, as he wasn't at our level. Fast forward to now, however, the 24-year-old is now one of the Bayern Munich's star players in Bundesliga. The German international has managed 8 goals and 5 assists in 16 appearances across all competitions this season. And who can forget those 4 goals he scored against Tottenham in the Champions League? Another name on our list is Gerard Moreno. Now if there's one player who's got his scoring boots on this season, is Villarreal striker Gerard Moreno. The one-time Spain international has already matched last season's tally of 8 La Liga goals in only 13 appearances. It took him 35 games to match that feat in the previous campaign. Moreno's brilliant form could be vital for Villarreal's hope of moving away from the relegation battle to the upper half of the table this season, so we think he deserves a special mention in our top 5 list of Europe. Next we have Chris Smalling. Trading Manchester United for AS Roma was the best move that he can make during this summer. After falling out of favor at Old Trafford, the 29-year-old decided to take his talents elsewhere in Europe instead of finding another Premier League team. This was a big move, especially as the English players rarely leave their homelands. But Smalling has settled in well at Roma, impressed at Italian fans with his aggression and defensive approach. He recently scored his first Gallarossi goal in 4-0 win over Udinese in the Serie A. We are moving on with Alvaro Morata. The Spanish striker is finally beginning to prove his worth over at Atletico Madrid after a turbulent few years at Real Madrid and Chelsea. But Morata has left his Blues nightmare in the past and is determined to show Atletico that he's a man to replace Antonio Griezmann. And 6 goals in as many games will certainly go a long way into convincing Diego Simeone not to sign another striker in January. And finally we have Lautaro Martinez. After failing to live up to all the hype last season, Martinez is finally beginning to show Inter Milan fans what he's all about. The 22-year-old has developed a decent partnership up front with a record signing Romelu Lukaku and seems set to remain a key figure in Antonio Conte's plan for both this season and the future. Martinez has scored 8 goals in 16 appearances this season, which is just one less than what he managed last time out. That's it for this list, guys. Did we forget anyone? Comment down below and make sure to subscribe to our channel for more football content every day.